198 households have been evacuated as wildfires continue to rage on Table Mountain and surrounding areas. Hundreds of firefighters have been sent off to battle the blaze, and Newzroom Afrika's Nasiphi joins us now to give us a sense of the scale of the firefighting efforts and the impact on the local environment. Nasiphi, good morning. First of all, to set the scene for us, I mean, those pictures were certainly dramatic, watching the thick smoke and flames coming down all the way down into Muizenberg Beach yesterday. It was certainly a sight to behold, but there's going to be a very real human resource and environmental cost to this. Bring us into the picture.
Well, apologies, Iman. It has been days of wildfires that predominantly on the side of the Tukai Mountain, affecting not only nature, but, you know, those families that have had to leave their homes due to the fire, including the 48 frail care patients that were evacuated yesterday. Just recently, the City of Cape Town indicated that aerial and ground support is currently on scene and working tirelessly throughout the night and this morning to contain that particular fire. We know yesterday that there were a number of hikers in silver mines that had to be evacuated. However, to give us an update of the fire from just last night into this morning, I'm joined by Megan here, Megan Taplin, who is the park manager for Table Mountain National Park. We have seen the very dramatic pictures of the fires that have spread from the Tukai Mountain into places like Kaapse, Boysen Drive. But what is the update thus far?
At the moment, the fire is actively burning on two fronts. One is at Boys Drive above St. James and Cork Bay area, and then the other one is from Kaapse to the Steenberg Peak, which is above the Tukai area. So both fires still actively burning. Through the night, we had 250 firefighters on the ground from multiple agencies that were fighting the fire. The wind got stronger at about midnight, and there were flare-ups which they had to actively fight. This morning the wind has dropped a bit, but we had a lot of low smoke and mist, which hampered the efforts of especially the helicopters that we have. Luckily that has started to clear now, and we've been able to launch the 4 helicopters that will be fighting the fire from the air.
Let's go back to when the fire actually started, Megan, because we understand yesterday the firefighters were dealing with flare-ups.
Yes, so the fire actually started on Friday night, the 25th of April. We think about 3 fires were started in the evening, and firefighters were on scene immediately and managed to contain the fires. So throughout Saturday, they were largely just contained, and there were minor flare-ups. But on Sunday morning, that is when the wind direction changed and got much stronger, causing the fire to start burning very quickly up towards Silver Mine.
And just quickly for us, Megan, the cause of this particular fire and also the impact that this fire will have not only on the environment.
So we do investigations on all our fires to make sure what the cause was. We've done a preliminary investigation on this fire, and it seems like it might have been malicious intent, that it was deliberately started. But we will conclude the investigation once conditions are safe enough for us to get back into the area where the fire started. In terms of the impact on the environment or on nature, of course the fire has burnt about 3,000 hectares so far in terms of the mainly fynbos vegetation, but of course some trees as well. And then there will have been wildlife that's been affected. Normally it's the slower moving species like the tortoises and that kind of thing that might be affected. We do have animal welfare organizations that are assisting us in terms of picking up any animals that might need rehabilitation or might need some help. So they are active in the area as well.
Thank you so much. Unfortunately, we'll have to leave it there. That is Megan Taplin, the park manager for Table Mountain National Park, giving us an update regarding the fire which started last week, where yesterday we saw a flare up and that being monitored. And for hours now, fire and rescue services have been working tirelessly to try and contain that particular fire. There are a number of road closures that the City of Cape Town has announced, including on social media, such as Boys Drive, Kaapse and the likes, and asking residents to stay away from those particular areas, that the roads there have been closed. But with that being said, Iman, we will be going closer to the Tukai area to try and give you those live visuals of the firefighters working to contain this particular fire. And as you mentioned, about 198 households, including the frail care patients that had to be evacuated yesterday due to precautionary measures that the City of Cape Town had implemented.
Nasiphi, Sami, thanks for that. Really always upsetting to hear from our official there that one of the likely suspected causes is deliberate intent. This is, someone who set a fire with the intention of causing this type of damage.